Chairman Snyder. I appreciate your leadership in bringing this issue to the forefront. I also want to welcome our witnesses this morning. Thank you so much for joining us and taking your time out of your busy schedules to provide what I think is a very critical perspective on this issue of acquisition reform. You know, all aspects of the defense acquisition system are receiving much attention these days. It seems to be the popular topic here on the Hill. And the President and the Secretary of Defense have made acquisition reform a priority. And the leaders of both the Senate Armed Services Committee and our own Chairman Skelton and Ranking Member McHugh of the House Armed Services Committee have introduced legislation to improve the system. And there's absolutely no question that any taxpayer-funded system expending more than $4 billion annually and employing thousands of people deserves continuous scrutiny. More importantly, though, the long history of armed conflict amply demonstrates that the combat force employing the most technologically advanced systems, from longbows to gunpowder to stealth aircraft, to the capability to rapidly deploy expert marksmen in their equipment from Virginia to the Indian Ocean, usually prevails. And our national security demands that we have a well-funded, well-managed weapons acquisition system for our armed forces. And our focus today is not the system, but its most important element, its people. Any complex system requiring sound judgment, creativity, and financial prudence needs talented, motivated professionals. And what we are really doing is assembling a team of inventors, developing and packaging capabilities in ways heretofore unimagined at taxpayer expense. It is extraordinarily difficult to produce any new, capable weapons system, much less produce it on an exact schedule, to exacting performance standards, within an exact budget. As much as I'd like to see more precision, we do need to trust good people to make reasonable decisions on this nation's behalf. In that regard, this committee has initiated several legislative measures in the last few years designed to strengthen the Department's acquisition workforce. We believe these changes are having a good effect and are eager to hear your perspectives on this matter. Even so, we understand defense acquisition needs excellent employees and are happy to consider any further legislative changes that may be needed. Any systemic changes we have will have little real effect without a superb core of acquisition professionals to operate it. Gentlemen, I look forward to hearing your testimony today, for you to give us your perspective on the things that we can do to make sure that our acquisition workforce has everything that it needs to perform this nation's critical duties.